Weirdos, balls and ghouls, how are we all doing? Now, I've got a comment here from somebody called Raymond Byrne. And it's, Beardo, you need to go back and check 14 minutes and 9 seconds. As you point the camera at yourself, behind you in the doorway, there's a blatant black shadow figure walking past what looks like a window. I think you've got a good capture there. Plus, you've got the ability to slow it down and brighten it up. Even still, you can clearly see it once you do. You can't unsee it. I don't think it's your crew, as it's all in the same room. This portion of the video, all of Dorset, two guys from Dead Cold, and Nick from Walk in the Weird we're all stood in a circle. I think at this point I've even said, we're all stood in a circle. Would you like to come and sort of stand with us? Okay, so we're looking for a black shadow figure, 1409 in a window. And my back at this point is to a doorway. I believe that's a doorway, not a window. And in that direction, there's a banister and a wooden staircase that goes down to the kitchen area. Just frame by frame it. Right. This white mass here, I think is just a bit of IR glare or reflection off my face. Because it's following me. And that there, I think, is my own shadow. Or do you mean this here? But I see this black mass. And yeah, that's my shadow. Now, even though I'm in night vision and in real time, there's no shadow there that we can see with our eyes. The IR still casts light. You just can't see it with the human eye and then the camera lens, or lack of a camera lens. Because in order to see in night vision, my camera drops a red lens, a red filter. So as I'm moving, this thing, it's pixelated. This is down to the degradation of the video when you go into night vision. Even though I'm shooting in 4K, as soon as you go into night vision, the video compresses and just looks nowhere near as sharp and clear as when it's shot in daylight. But look, I turn my head, and this shadow, although it looks like something appears, it's not. It's just a pixelated shadow doing the same thing my head is doing. I've turned this shadow changes. I lift my head a little bit, and then I start moving the camera up, and that shadow follows my camera's sort of jerky movement. Frame by frame, this is a wall back here. And I think this is where the banister and the stairway is. This is like the kitchen chimney where the oven, really old ovens would have been. So yeah, I think this is just my shadow being cast off my eye. Well, it is. It follows my movements exactly, frame by frame. When I start to drop the camera and bring it in, the shadow drops down. It's just, unfortunately, it's just my shadow. It's an IR shadow, and it's just pixelated because of the loss of quality of night vision. I can't see anything else in there that would be a shadow figure. Because even this part here, it's a lot closer to me than whatever is behind this window, and this is still pixelated, even broken and washed out. You know, there's one of the DPI lads there, you can barely make him out as a person. I'll just go a little further, but yeah, that's just, there we go, that's my IR shadow behind me there as well. So yeah, I'm always going to look when people post time codes. Maybe I have missed, maybe I do miss things in editing, but in this case, it's something that I've probably noticed in editing as just my own shadow and didn't want to bring attention to it because it's just my shadow. The pixelation makes it look a bit weirder than it actually is. And that's purely down to this being shot in night vision. If this had been the daytime, that shadow wouldn't have been there. It's literally caused by the IR. But I've got a big IR panel on my camera and I have an IR bar, so I'm quite well lit up in the camera lens, but in real time you can't see a thing. This place was pretty dark. But as I drop the camera and bring it in, the shadow makes the same movement. Unfortunately, it is just my shadow off the IR. But I'll always take a look at things like that because, you know, you never know. I may have missed something. But on this occasion, it's just my shadow caused by infrared. I don't need to brighten the image. I know exactly what that is because it follows the camera movement. It's not something... If it moved the opposite direction to me, then I would be interested. But it literally follows me and the camera movement. Every time the camera lifts for a frame or drops for a frame, so does the shadow. It mirrors, so yeah. Sorry, I don't want to burst anyone's bubble. I was quite excited to have a look. Maybe I captured something, but on this occasion, no. Just a quick little extra video. I don't know what day this will be going up, but I appreciate the comment. I appreciate you looking so hard into the videos to see if there's something in there that I've missed, but on this occasion, it is just my shadow. Thank you very much. Leave your comments and thoughts down below. Much love to you all. Beardo out.
Got your back, and just like